Did I make this public? I always do this. Hey, everybody. I'll wait for y'all to come on in. I got time today. Yes, I do. So I'm going to wait for everyone to come on in. I'm hoping it's kind of early. I'm usually not on here this early. Now I got to check and see if I made this public. I don't know why. I always do this. Let's see. Live. Hey, Apple. Hey, y'all know how I get on here all of the time because I upload the daily vibrations from a private live, so I'll be forgetting whether or not I changed the settings. How are y'all doing this morning, this afternoon? I got time today. Hey, Janelle, how are you? I have time today. Okay, so the daily vibration may be a little long today. I don't know if y'all checked out the title. Stop Astro projecting. Hey, Brittany, or you will get checked. How y'all doing with the energy? I am feeling a lot of emotional. Thank you, Janelle. I'm feeling a lot of emotional energy in the atmosphere and people, you know, because I'm sensitive to energy, I can feel it, and and some of it is making me uncomfortable because I think we're at the end of that season of it feels different. It feels like we're end of the season of giving people passes and politely having to check people. It feels like hey, Jasmine, if I can really be honest with y'all, I feel like my goddess, like I feel woke. I can't put it into words, but I feel woke enough to know. Yeah. And I think a lot of the unsettledness only is a lot of that is collective too, Yeah, a lot of that is collective too. And if you were close to people, what I'm experiencing, if you're close to people, like right now, I am experiencing their anxiety or their irritability, and it's kind of pissing me off because uh you know and I got to be honest, because a lot of people think that the spiritual walk is all about, oh my gosh, namaste, I'm not gonna see shit, hey, KJ, uh yeah, and it's not like that. So I guess I'm getting to the point now where calling people out on their shit it is necessary, and not in a mean way like having to throw daggers, but more so like, okay, that's not my shit, so I think you need to go on and you need to work on that, but what you're not going to do is project your shit on me. Okay. It just feels, and like I said, because we're empaths, I can't articulate it. There's a feeling, like even right now in my heart chakra, there is an unsettled, like it's just vibrating, y'all. And I don't feel so. Yeah, it's anxiousness is the way I can put it. Like, I'm over here. Okay, boom, got it. I got it, y'all. This is what I'm feeling. I am feeling, for those of us that are on our calmness in our Zen place, we are experiencing energy from people that can't fucking figure out like why we're here, how we even operate and function like this. And they're nervous. So it's kind of like, hey, Sam. It's a lot of hey, G Henry, how are you? It's a lot of self-projection right now. It's a lot of self-projection right now. And people are getting stressed out over, yep, there you go. Yep. You're right. The Sasha Serene, did I get that? Shireen, okay. All right, let me just make a disclaimer right now. Y'all know that one of the things that I own, and I own that like because I understand me, is I am dyslexic, or what they label dyslexic. I see things in reverse and I see things backwards. So Sha, if I messed your name up, I apologize. That it just means that you are officially initiated to the community, because everybody names get get messed up in here, okay? And that's just all about our vibration is changing. So do not take that as offense. Just take that as I see you differently, okay? Um, oh, girl, y'all be okay. Okay, click. So you already. I can't keep up with y'all. Y'all be changing y'all. Could y'all please do me a favor? Could you guys please put a thumbs up on the video, because the algorithm, like, there's something weird going on with censoring my videos. So if you guys can just, put a thumbs up on the video, that definitely helps with the algorithm. Okay. And another way that you guys can be of support to me is if you can let my commercials play throughout. that is also helpful. Kelly was telling me earlier that Trump pops up a lot on my on my page. Just interesting energy, very, very interesting energy, because I don't give a, I have no labels. I have no labels. Okay. So I want to talk about the energy, and I want to talk about the astral projection. And Kalia, now I know that's you. Okay. I was wondering if someone else was feeling the body vibration. Yep. You can, yes. Oh my God. KJ, yes, you can hear it. Like, even right now, guys, I literally feel my heart chakra, like that energy in this portal is doing this buzzing thing, like buzz, like it's flickering. Like I'm getting very, very active heart chakra energy coming through. So today in meditation, astral projection. Today in meditation, astral projection, and the astral body was popping up a lot, right? And we're going to talk about that today. Does everybody in here knows what astral projection is? So there's 14 people in here. Could we get 14 thumbs up, please? Does everybody know what astral projection is? Okay. All right. Dizzy spells or intense. All right. Yesterday I felt tired. So yesterday I literally had to take the day off, which is weird because every day is something to do. Yeah. Yesterday I wanted to nap yesterday, but I could not nap, guys. I wanted to nap, but I could not nap. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about astral projection or astral travel. First of all, let's talk about astral travel, okay? So astral travel is something that we all do at night in our dreams, whether or not we are aware of it, right? And that is a point where your body and your spirit, or your astral body, okay, your spirit is separated from your physical body, okay? So if you can think of your physical body as being a plane, right? And you, or the version of you, is inside of this plane, right? So when the plane lands, you're able to exit the plane and you're about to, able to go about your day. Okay. So when you, hey, Afro, how are you? If you're coming in, could you please put a thumbs up on the video? When you are sleeping, this part of you gets to travel, not just to the physical realm, so you can literally go visit people. So I've done things like that. I've done things as like literally astro travel and visiting people, and like, this one guy that I dated, I would literally astro travel and go visit him at night, and he would do the same. So you can do things like that. Some people, and if you're an empath, and depending on how sensitive you are to the energy or what you're called here to do, you also have different realms or different dimensions that you can enter into. Okay. And some of us, because and I have to say, like, if you're on this channel, I have to say this, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in synchronicity, which means to me that a lot of you that frequent this channel, if you're not about the tarot and just getting information about your relationships and job and money and shit, right? and you're about your spiritual walk, then we've had an assignment to be here, right? So, which means that you get to leave your physical body or step off the plane, and then you get to go into the astral realm, and you're able to either train, you're either fighting in the spiritual war, you're either going back to your home base. Okay, so there's so many different things that you can do. Now, I want to say this, right? Based on where you are spiritually is where you are able to enter realms. So this is the thing about, okay, so let me just tell you about this, right? This is the thing about your spiritual walk, right? If you are limited in your thinking about what spirit is, what the universe is, how things unfold, right? You are not going to be able to gain access into certain realms unless you come willingly, which means if you have yourself blocked as, for example, Buddha is the only master there was, and if anything wasn't written by Buddha, that's it, then you're only going to be able to enter realms in which that thought of existence dwells, right? But if you have an understanding that all is really one and there is access to all things, then you are able to go into different realms. Okay. Now, also, this is dependent on where you are within your spirit, because some of this energy deals with pure love and love vibration. So let's just say if you are a mass murderer, you can't enter certain realms because that would be dense energy. You have not majored, I was going to say, but it was more, you have not mastered your 3 lowest chakras yet. So there are realms that you will not be able to go into until you've mastered your 3 lowest chakras. Okay. Now, your 3 lower chakras will be your root chakra, that will be your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. Okay. Now, your root chakra rules the right now moment. What's on your mind, how you move, what you do. Okay. Now, pay attention to this. Okay. If you're just coming in, could you please put a thumbs up on the video? Because I'm about to drop some knowledge to you guys right now, because you need to understand the symbols and you need to understand what the fuck is going on, because we are dead smack in an illusion where you can literally create your own reality. Okay. Now, they constantly show you this in all of the movies. They constantly are astral projecting into your world, into your universe, to get you to see a version of what they want you to see, basically. Okay, so hey, Jean, how are you? Let me give you an example. Now, this may sound a little naive or a little ignorant, but let me give you an example. Okay. You know how they always show the pictures about Africa and the starving kids and and the only thing that comes from Africa is poverty, right? Okay. So I want to say a couple of years back, I guess when the internet really started popping off and people was able to send pictures back and forth, right? I came across a picture of Africa, and if you saw, I was shocked. Beautiful beaches, nice house. And I was fucking shocked, because this is not what they show on TV. This is not what they show. Now going to elementary, going to junior high, and internet started to come out maybe in high school, right? But there was still no access to that information, not even what they put in encyclopedias, because you was just getting maps. So the point I'm trying to make is there's always been a suppression or a projection, really, of what your reality should be. We are now in the time where your reality can be altered. And guess who can alter that? You can, right? And how do you alter your reality? You alter your reality by learning the codes, okay? Learning the codes, understanding that this really is a spiritual war. And everything that you are seeing with these 2 eyes first comes from here, right? Now, if you have a beam of light coming from here, right? And these are the only 2 holes that you have that light can expand, right? Think about this. I want you guys to think about this logically, because the spiritual walk, right? This is how you're going to match your left brain, right brain. This is how you're going to match your yin and your yang. This is how you're going to match your spirit and matter. Think about this logically for 1 second, okay? Logically, okay? If you have the source of light, which is your 3rd eye chakra, right? Your imagination, this is where everything flows. Everything flows from here, right? Because this is the light beam. So everything flows from here. Okay. So if we're going back to your 3rd eye chakra being the means in which you see things, in which you manifest things, right? in which your intuition flows. This is your source of intuition. This is your light information. This is really what you see, and this is always what's under control. So you have to think about this, right? If this is what you see and this is your eye, right? If this is the real eye and what you see, then everything that you're watching in television is really not for this, it's really for this. So even in my meditations, when I'm doing any type of work over the third eye chakra, if you're in my meditation, you can know when I go here. You can know, hey Mona, you know when I start to hover over the third eye because the light starts to change or you feel the heat. Okay, this is your real eye. This is the one that holds all of the light information. These are two holes. So if you only have two holes, you think that everything that you have here and all of the light information that you have here is going to be seen through just the two holes? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? The amount of light and the amount of consciousness and the amount of knowing and the amount of intuition that you have, right, dwells here. But if you can't see it, what you're seeing here, what's being projected here is going to be limited. Okay, limited. Now, and then what you see here or what's projected to you is what's going to manifest. Okay, so this is what's happening right now. So let me put you on into some game. Hey, Aisha, let me put you guys on to some game. Okay, I keep telling you guys to pay attention to what's happening in the movies. So we're going to talk about some color codes right now, okay? And you're going to pay attention to predominantly how this plays out. And I promise you guys, you can fucking go back and fact check this. I'm just going to give you the information so you can become aware and you can know what's being activated and what's being fed to you, okay? Now, do you guys ever notice that in movies you see a lot of red? Y'all have never noticed that characters in places within the movies? I want you to go back and look at the movies and check out predominant colors in the movies, right? Because that's just not random, right? So just go back and pay attention to this, okay? Now, we're going to talk about why, okay? We're going to talk about why that is, right? Whenever you see the predominant color of red, the character is constantly wearing red. The background is red. Now, I peeked this on Doctor Strange yesterday because I watched Doctor Strange yesterday, right? I don't know if y'all remember the cape was red, right? The cape was red, okay? Red is all about root chakra. That is what's grounding you. That is what's rooting you, okay? That's what's rooting you, okay? So pay attention to this. The red chakra also deals with your physical body. The red chakra also deals with how you move, okay? How you move. Pay attention to this, all right? They are not using color code just to use the color code. Y'all got to understand this. Like this is how you can get programmed and you don't even know you're being programmed. Okay, now when we're dealing with a lot of yellow, pay attention. When we're dealing with yellow in the movies, they're talking about solar plexus energy. Solar plexus energy is all about, I really want to say your ego versus your will. That's, like who want to shine the most, okay? Or what they want you to see the most comes out with yellow, okay? Hey, Samantha Smith, how are you? Okay, you guys need to understand this. Everything is based around your 7 chakras because they're portals, they're gateways of energy. All right. And I know there's a lot of Game of Thrones fans, right? So even if you're watching Game of Thrones fans, you need to pay attention to what sequence within the movie, right? Are you seeing colors in the color code and what's going on within that particular scene? Always pay attention to the scene and what colors they have behind, okay? Because everything is coded. Another thing I want to give you is this. I don't even if y'all notice also that the characters in which they have all these are always refer back to like Greek mythology or ancient mythology, okay? You always got a villain, you always got a hero, you always got a damsel in distress, okay? You always got a villain, you always got a hero, and you always got a damsel in distress. You always got a villain, you always got a hero, and you always got a damsel in distress. Oh, y'all seen the pattern? Okay, so we're still talking about really the unk here. So we're still talking about man, woman, right, and matter, child. Okay, holy trinity of manifestation. Like y'all, everything is numeric. Listen, And yeah, I'm probably gonna be all over the place today because I've been studying a lot. So as it's flowing out, I'm just gonna give it to y'all. Okay, so pay attention to that also. All right, there's always a coded in the movie. There's always the damsel in distress. There's always the superhero, and there's always the villain. But what I want you guys to start paying attention to is start paying attention to the villain. Stop paying attention to the villain. Okay. Everything that appears to be evil ain't always evil. And sometimes who we label as villains are actually the superheroes. Okay. So you need to start paying attention to the villain. I gave you guys a channel that came through. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm about to go way because it just popped up in my head. And this ties into the astro travel and astro projection realm, right? And I really want to get into this because I was thinking about this and how to bring this to you guys, and trying to see if my ego was too much in this, or if spirit was trying to show me something, right? And spirit was trying to show me something. Okay, let's get into this. First of all, I got a text message yesterday. I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, about Beyonce's new song, Black Parade. Okay. Yep. Okay. About Black Parade. Okay. Now, for those of you that have been on this channel long enough, I told you guys that the ancestors are mad and people has been using magic in reverse to trap people. And they're about to shut all of that shit down. Okay. So let's just talk about what's going on in that aspect. Have anybody listened to that song? Have anybody listened to that song? Yeah. Okay. Have anybody listened to that song? If you're coming in, could you please put a thumbs up on the video, please? Up. Okay. Okay. You did? Okay. So let me tell you, I was coming through about that song. So first of all, let me just say, I used to be a huge Beyonce fan. I think for what she gets paid to do, and for the lane that she's in, and I feel like she fucking dominated it. I feel like she came in and she took over. Okay. So let me just say that. I gotta respect the game. I gotta respect, however she got there. You can't take anything from this young lady's work ethic. You can't take anything from her, putting in the time, I guess, to reach a level of success that she did, even if that success was whatever, right? Okay, I can't judge, okay, on your success. This is what made me uncomfortable, and I'm gonna put it out there. This is what made me uncomfortable. First of all, I think she was trolling. Let me just say that. Yeah, I'm gonna document that. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Beyonce fans, let me just say this right now. Okay. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. This is spiritual shit I'm talking about. And I'm about to go in a little bit. Okay. I do not give a fuck about your opinion. I'm not putting this lady down as an entertainer. What I am saying is spiritual shit, you don't fuck with. You do not fuck with the spiritual shit. I already sat up here and I told you guys, they not fucking playing. They are not playing, okay? And you do not fuck with this shit. This is not something you're gonna fuck with, because basically that was a trolling song. Basically what you did is you just fucking committed suicide, genocide within the spiritual realm for people okay, so let me back up. Let me back up. Because I feel like I'm getting angry, okay? You do not fuck with the spiritual world. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of people Googling these deities. And let me just put this out here real quick. Okay. Because I feel myself getting wound up again. For those of you that are in the know, let me give you a new secret. There are new deities that we are now going to be calling upon. Okay. There are new deities that is time for us to call upon. All right. I'm not saying that you can't tap into Yamanya. I'm not saying that you can't tap into Oshun. But what I'm telling you right now is Oshun, Yamanya, all of them are now showing up with new names. They're now showing up with newfound energy. They're now showing up different. So if you coming in trying to get to them in the old way, you missed it. You missed it. Okay, let me let you know right now. Do not fuck with the spiritual world because they're not playing. They're not playing. So this energy that you are now harvesting souls for, right? Guess what? You got to pay for shit like that. You cannot. That song pissed me off, y'all. That song pissed me off because when you start to understand wordplay and you start to understand numerology and you start to understand sacred geometry, you start to understand that's a fucking trap. That's a trap. Now, whether or not you were not conscious that that was a trap, right? This is what I have to say. You've been in this industry for a really long time. And I'm just coming to you as a sister here, right? I'm just coming as a sister here, right? And this is spiritual. You know, because yes, I can't. I danced to Beyonce's song. I was a fan, bought albums and shit. This is not about being a fan. This is about spiritual shit. Okay. Do you think that was responsible what you did? Let's talk about that. Do you think that was responsible what you did? So let me tell you how this finna go down. The energy in which we yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I worked in the music industry. Okay. Ain't nothing get put out unless it's authorized. You at the top tier. You at the top tier. Ain't nothing gets approved without them saying it's okay. And you at the top tier. Do you really think they want people to unleash their yin and yang and a shun energy? Do you really think so? Do you really think so? So I feel like what was done in that song will send some people to their spiritual grave because they're going to be tampering and tapping into things that they know not of. They're going to be tampering and tapping into realms that they know not of because they're not going to be grounded. They're not going to be grounded, right? And you can't do shit like that now in this season. Oh yeah, all coded too. All coded too. All coded. Okay. What is June 19th? What does June 19th represent? Go back and look up definition of parade. What does June 19th represent? They like you tampering with shit you know not of. This shit is not a game. This shit will put motherfuckers out. This shit is not a game. Don't you don't like you know. And so let me just reel it in here because I don't want to go off on a tantrum. All I'm gonna say is those of you that are in the know, the energy of Yamiya, the energy of Oshun, these deities, they are now coming in with newfound names, okay, with more powerful energies. And how are you gonna get the names? You're just gonna have to tap the fuck in. That's how you get names. Real talk. You want names? Go tap in. That's how you're going to get the names. All right? Real talk. Real talk. You want them names of how they coming through now and what you need to do to tap into their hour. You're going to have to go get it yourself. That's how they working now. And I'm telling you right now, okay, let me just, and this is the channel that came in, okay? This is the channel that came in. The fact that that video was released when it was released, okay, they are quite aware that we are now tapping in spiritually. They're aware. They are aware that the ancestors are here. They are aware. They are aware that it's an even playing field for everybody. They're aware of that, right? They're aware of that. And I already told y'all it's energy harvesting time. This is going to separate the fake ones from the real ones. I'm not playing. So you will have to go in to get these deities. Trust and believe. You'll have to go get them. So I'm telling y'all right now, it's okay to tap into Yemenya. It's okay to tap into Oshun, but y'all need to go find out how they operating now and their new names. Because the power, let's just say this, okay? If you could think about it like this. When you go back and you look at the spiritual aspect and how it unfolds, you even see that Buddha was teaching the same thing Jesus was teaching 500 years before Jesus came into play, right? Buddha was teaching the same thing before Jesus was teaching about 500 before Jesus even came into play, right? So, which means in every age or every, I want to say, awakening, right? The source, the power of source, the power of the enlightened ones, they get different names. They get different names. So if you go back to Mother Mary, if you go back to Oshun, if you go back to Mary Magdalene, go back to all of these energies, you will see that in every culture, at every point, they appear differently. And I'm telling y'all right now, we're in a new age. So Oshun, Osiris, and all of them, they're not operating with the same name and the same vibration no more. It's the same energy, but you're gonna have to go in and get it. They energy harvesting, okay? They energy, the power is not gonna be the same. The power is not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. I'm telling y'all right now, it is not going to be the same, okay? And this is not something that I've this is not something I take lightly. This spiritual game or the spiritual path, first of all, it's not for bullies, one. Number two, it's not for the weak at heart because it's lonely. You're often ridiculed. You're often people think sometimes you crazy. People think sometimes that you biased because you may not see things the way they see it. Okay, so I've been through too much within my life at this point, and looking back, everything prepared me. Not being liked prepared me. Being talked about prepared me. Being stepped on prepared me. All right. You don't get in to realms like this without having to go through some shit. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. If you're grabbing this message, grab it. Okay. That record is a soul trap. The energies of the deities that she called out will no longer have the same powers. They have new names. You're going to have to go in and get them. Not everybody's getting them. You're going to have to go in and you're going to have to get them. Okay. I'm telling you right now. They're not operating on the same power. Okay. That was major energy harvesting. Major energy harvesting. And so I think she called a few of them. I think she called a few. And then this is another thing. And this is what pissed me off. Because this is your culture, right? This is our culture. This is our culture, right? And if this is your culture and you've been seeing like somebody getting like a black man getting killed, a black man being discriminated against, ain't nothing new. Like that shit's been happening for fucking eons. Okay? Like seriously. Why now? Why are you calling them deities now? Why that album now? Why now? Why now? Why now? With the platform and the power that you've always had, why now? So, what was coming through from spirit is the reason why now is because we are tapped in spiritually. This is not a physical war, y'all. This is a spiritual war. This is a spiritual war. You don't have to go get them deities. You don't have to go get them. You're going to have to go get them. Hey, Marvin, how are you? How are you? You don't have to go get them, okay? I'm telling you guys right now, that song pissed me off. It pissed me off. That was pure. And you know why it pissed me off, y'all? I'm like, you know what? That's a lot of souls. That's a lot of souls. Yeah. Yeah. You can't. You're right, Kimberly. Yeah. Look at that. Exactly, only exactly. And this is what pissed me off, because then you got people that's not fucking grounded, that's gonna be summons and shit, that's gonna be doing shit. Come on now. Yep. Succubus energy. I'm telling you. I am telling you. All I'm going to say is this. There is going to be a price to pay for that. Let's just be real about that. We know you can't give something. You can't give something without getting something. There's going to be a price to pay for that. There's going to be a price to pay for that. This is what I will say, right? This is what I will say, though. This is what I will say, because I do understand how the industry works. So this is what I will say. Okay. Hey, Everett. This is what I will say. You will judge based on your intention. Okay. So if her intent was she really didn't have the idea that this is the mass destruction that it was going to cause, right? Then she's going to be judged on that. But if it was done with the intent, knowing what you were doing, then you're going to be judged on that. You understand? That's how the universe works. So there is nothing out of balance, and there is nothing that we would see. The universe does not do blind justice. So if she is in the know and she knows what she's doing, she is going to be judged on that. And I will say this to you. This is not something to fuck with. It's not the same. I sat here and I told you all a couple of months ago when we got on lockdown and shit, anybody that was practicing black magic to keep people trapped and keep them oppressed, right? You're going to have to pay the fucking price for that. The ancestors are here. They mad. They are mad. This is not a game. Any of you here that are empaths, they're already coming to y'all. Y'all already seen the Council of Nine. Y'all already seen the sacred ones. Y'all already seen the fucking ancient ones. 7 of them. 7 female energies have come together. This ain't bullshit. And if you are tapped in, go online. You can find people that don't know each other saying the same fucking thing. This is not a game. You don't fuck with this shit. This shit will get you. Okay, let's take it back to, y'all remember how even in the beginning, how in the Bible they tell you what is it, like generations and shit, legacies was just getting wiped out, right? That's the type of energy that we're in. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Afro. So why not do that responsibly? Why not do that responsibly? Then you got people out there casting and doing all types of shit that they know not of, and then seeing, and this is a thing that people don't understand, right? If you go fucking with some shit that you know not of, and you go tapping into shit that you know not of, you could get caught in realms that you know not of. Then you want to know why shit ain't happening in your life. Then you want to know why you're feeling suicidal. Then you want to know why you can't hold no money. Then you want to know why you can't keep no man. Then you want to know why your life is falling apart. If you are using any type of magic to trap or enslave people, you are going to reap the cost for that. And that is not coming in a short time. That is happening in real fucking life. It's happening in real life. And let me just break this myth right now. Let me just tell y'all this right now. Okay. Let me just tell y'all this right now. We got 31 people in here. Could I please get some thumbs up on this video? Let me just tell you guys right now. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You live in a world of fucking magic. Bottom line. If you do not know that you are dealing and operating with magic every day, then you need to wake the fuck up, okay? First of all, the English language and the English dialect is a magical spell. It is a fucking Mercury retrograde. Y'all know what I'm saying. Numerology, the numbers are made up to keep you trapped, okay? And I keep telling you guys this right now. The English vibration is the lowest form of vibrational energy there is. Okay, the English dialect. Okay, have you guys ever noticed that all other languages there's a rolling of the tongue? Numerology. There. Thank you. Okay, put it in there. Y'all ever noticed that? Why is it important for you to have the tongue stimulated at the top of your your gums? All of that, that vibration helps to stimulate your pineal gland. Understand this. Ain't none of this by mistake. They got you locked down or got us locked down in codes and shit. But this is where we have to start waking up and understand the fucking system. Understand the system. Okay? Understand the system. Entertainers are here to entertain you. Stay in your fucking lane. That's what I'm going to say. Stay in your fucking lane, okay? Entertainers are here to entertain you. Stay in your fucking lane. And I love you, but you need to stay in your lane. That was major fucking trolling that you did, and that shit is going to get a lot of fucking souls trapped. And for your sake, I really, I would really like to think that you didn't do this fucking intentionally. I would really like to think you didn't do this intentionally. Really. Stay in your lane. This is the time to stay in your lane. If you entertain. If you want to bring some knowledge, bring some fucking knowledge. Bring some knowledge. Don't trap people. Get on an interview and tell them how to use the energy of Yam and Ya. Get on the fucking energy and tell them how to use the energy of Yamiya. Get on the fucking interview and tell them how to use the energy of Oshun. I don't see you doing that shit. Get on the fucking television and tell them what it represents. Huh? You want your people to do a parade. Get on the fucking television and tell us how to use the energy. Don't put that shit up in a song. Shit pissed me. That shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm done. All right. I'm done. I'm done. I like that really pissed me off. I feel like that was immature, spiritually immature. Okay. Spiritually immature. Everett, you're right. People is going to get up in there and get trapped because you're not grounded. You're not grounded. And the thing about it is these realms are real. These realms are real. They're not, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not like, okay, so let me just tell y'all some high science shit. When you start to study and you get to a certain point of ascension, you understand that the mind is really all there is. Hey, Kelly Cows. You understand that the mind is all there is, right? And if the mind is all there is, you need to be able to condition your mind, okay? You need to be able to condition your mind, all right? Our mind has been conditioned for so long that we're just able to buy into and believe whatever is put before us, all right? So pay attention to the song. Y'all remember Eminem and Rihanna had a song, I'm friends with the monsters inside of my head. Does anybody remember that song? I'm friends with the monsters inside of my head. Thank you, Marvin Moore. I'm friends with the monsters inside of my head. Let me drop y'all some knowledge there, okay? Let me drop some knowledge there. First of all, I do believe that a lot of these celebrities, especially when you get to a particular price point or a particular dollar amount, right? So let's just put it this way: you're not making the hundreds of thousands of dollars and not gaining some knowledge and some information. You may not be privy to everything, right? But there is some knowledge and some information that you will be privy to, okay? Because there is certain clubs that you're gonna have to get invited to, right? Now, with that being said, let's just say that they're not even the ones writing their songs, right? And let's just say that we are all in the knowing, right, that the reality that we're given is one that's projected for us to see, for the light beams to ping, ping, and then projected outwardly. Okay, let's just go there, right? Does anybody know that there's a certain point that you go into meditation, or have anybody experienced when you go into meditation? Have you ever met monsters when you go into meditation? Yeah, Jasmine, they were trolling. Or maybe not even trolling. They're just putting things in plain sight for you to see. Right? So have anybody ever meditated? Okay, so see, when they say I'm friends with the monsters inside of my head, let me put y'all up on some spiritual tip and some spiritual knowledge here, okay? I'm gonna give y'all some gems, okay? When you get to a certain point in meditation, especially when you're about to activate your third eye chakra, you do meet monsters in your meditation. Some people become scared and they jump out and then they never go back because, some of these monsters are not pretty. Some of them are pretty scary. However, the monsters represent, I want to say, the more primal or raw energy of your being, okay? Now, if you go back in and you're able to get past the monsters, what you will see is the monsters then become faces. They become shapes, sometimes ancient villages and cities, okay? Okay, sweetie. Okay, Kelly Cows. All right, so so the monsters change from monsters and then they become vivid images. Okay. So that song was telling you something, right? So in meditation, this is something that happens. All right. And that's, yes, only it's getting past your fear. Okay. So the monsters are not there to scare you away. They're just there to make sure that you're prepared. Okay. And most people, yep, most people, yep, G. Henry, you're right. Most people don't know that. So they're telling you in the song, I'm friends with the monsters inside of my head. Listen, get past that monster gate. When you get past that monster gate, do you know how much fucking shit you can tap into? The mind is infinite. I showed y'all it's like an infinite USB. And the only thing that you're seeing in real time is what's projected to these 2 points. Right? These 2 points is what you see. But if you're constantly given images of what you can't have, what you can be, the music, the movies, the local news with the bullshit, then what you see here is going to be projected out here, which is going to become your reality. All right. Y'all gotta really understand the codes, okay? Anything that you're seeing in the movies that have a lot of red, they're conditioning your physical environment, okay? It's the conditioning of your physical environment, how you move, what's on your mind, what you're thinking, okay? Please understand that, all right? Anything that they're doing with yellow, that's solar plexus, y'all. You got to pay attention to these things. Now, I'm gonna tell you how deep this is. I'm gonna tell you how deep this is. You also finding symbols in a lot of these, not in a lot, all of these major corporations that dominate certain fields. Pay attention to their logos. Pay attention to the color of their logos. That's also going to tell you what energy portal they're trying to dominate or to conquer. This shit is real, y'all. Like, and really, and it's so let me just explain this to you, okay? Because this is not about changing shit. Because a lot of people think that this is about changing shit. This is not about changing shit. This is about changing you. When you change, your world changes. Okay. When Kamoy changed, her world changes. When Afro changes, Afro's world changes. Only, and so on and so forth. And that's how the world changes. Okay. So you're not changing the world. Each individual has to awaken and has to create their own reality for the world to change. Right. So if another person decides that they don't want hatred in their heart, guess what? Their world changes, and then they project an extension of that outwardly. And then let me tell y'all something. Confidence is contagious. So if you're confident in hate, right, and you're projecting out hate, you'll vibrate more hate. If you're confident in love, you're gonna project out love, and you're gonna vibrate more of that, right? I already told y'all we're in a season now where you can step out of your house and be in 2 totally different realities. 2 totally different realities. Right now, they're doing major energy harvesting. I told you guys that a couple of months ago. Pay attention to Cancer season and Leo season. All right. Now, people are going to be cranking it. So this is bringing me back full circle. People are going to be cranking it. Okay. People are going to be self-projecting. And I keep coming back and saying to you guys, it's not going to be people that you don't give a fuck about. This is going to be your loved ones. Okay. Exactly. G. Henry, you are absolutely right. Okay. This is going to be, it's kind of like the ones you love, you're going to feel like they're poking at the beer, poking at a beer, right? I want you guys to be really, really mindful. Please just be mindful, right? If you are not aware of your emotional triggers, you will be easily triggered in this energy. Okay. Now, I'm not saying don't get mad. I'm not saying don't call people out in their shit, but you need to know what's your shit versus what's not your shit. Okay. Or else you're going to be easily triggered. Maturity is going to be required in this season because I already told you guys, right? The energy is so intense and extreme right now that it can cause a lot of volatile energy. So we can have emotionally high highs where people are just blissfully happy. And then we can have emotionally extreme low lows where people are severely depressed and where we can deal with, domestic violence type energy. Okay. Be mindful of that. Okay. Jasmine said, see, See, okay. And Everett, I told you guys to be mindful of that too, because you're going to see this energy more predominantly in the male, in men. Okay, you're going to see this predominantly in men. All right. So you guys need to you need to be aware of this. So I am being like, seriously, I'm being so low key and in hermit mode. Like, I usually do not go back and watch my readings. I went and I watched my readings for June, okay, and it says hermit mode for 3 weeks. So this is my third week of hermit mode. It was like, yeah, hermit mode. But coming out of that hermit mode next week, I'm telling you right now, I'm about to clap back. So you may not, next week is okay, okay. So yeah, but definitely hermit mode. You want to be mindful that you are not reacting, okay, but taking action, okay. People gonna be self-projecting, so you're gonna have to do that. Afro said, I used to say that to myself all the time, like, I gotta be going through this shit. I came to the realization that I was going through boot camp. So yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I'm used to this now. Everybody is coming for me. Okay, Janelle said everybody's coming for her. Since I've been freeing myself. Yep. And Janelle is going to become, I don't want to say worse, Janelle. I just want to say it's probably going to be consistent when we're dealing with hot chakra season. Okay. So it's probably going to be a little bit more consistent. So in Cancer season, it's going to play out as people being, maybe, emotional or in their feelings a lot, right? And Leo season is going to play out as more ego. Okay. More ego type energy, and people really feeling themselves when they, or feeling themselves more than they need to. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. But that's going to be a working of emotions and ego. All right. And so you need to be mindful of that. And I think, so that's fourth house, and then fifth house energy. Okay. So we're dealing with fourth house and fifth house energy for the next two cycles. Cancer season is fourth house energy. And Leo season is fifth house energy. Okay. So you want to pay attention to what's going on in your fourth house right now, which is your powerhouse. Okay. This is your base of operations. This is the outer world. This is your home. This is your relationships. This is your inner world. This is soul work. Okay. So right now what's happening is soul work. And when people are called to do working within themselves, not everybody want to do that. So it's easier for me to say, you know what, you're not doing that right. You know what, I don't like when you did that. You know what, remember 2 years ago when we were such and such, and then you said such and such. And so just be mindful, because it's easier for them not to deal with that. Okay. Now, when we get out of the fourth house and we go into the fifth house, that's emotions and desires. So that's still ego and will, right? So that's how you express yourself. That's how you distinguish yourself from others. So you're gonna have a lot of people stepping up into the big ego, like they pop in when they not. Okay. So I don't even want to use the word humility or being humble. What I want to say for Leo season is be honorable. Yeah. Be honorable. Yeah. Because a lot of people that claim to be humble ain't fucking humble. All right. Humble ain't the thing no more. Be honorable. Fuck your humility. Fuck your humility at this point. Be honorable. How about that? How about that? Be honorable. Right? Yeah. You could keep all your humility and shit. Okay. Yeah. You can keep all of that shit. All right. Oh, there's a lot of trickery, y'all. Yeah. Have integrity. Exactly, Everett. Have integrity. Yeah. Do that honorable shit. Yeah. Let me see you be honorable and do shit, the right shit, when somebody's not watching. Black Parade. Do an interview breaking that energy down. How about that? I would have so much props for you if you do that. I would have so much props for you if you do that. Do that. All right, we're gonna do these elements. All right, we're gonna do the elements. Now we're starting off with my wonderful air element, because we are in no, we in Cancer season, so we starting off with water element. Hello. That's Afro. Thank you. They think it's bah. No. I tell people, this is why you got to be your own guru. Nobody should be your own. Nobody should be your guru. You are your own guru. Everybody else just has information that you can add to the information that you haven't filtered stuff out. Everybody has information that you can use to help you through your journey, you know, or different people, you know. But what I'm saying is, shouldn't nobody be complaining? No, no. You know, the pastors are human, got to go through shit. The Pope is human, got to go through shit. You know, come on now, y'all. They still got to piss. They still got to shit just like we do. They still got to go through emotions. They still got to deal with these planetary energies just like we do. All right? Ain't no time for nobody to pretend like they better than the next. And let me just say this now. What goes up must come down. Okay? Who's in the top eventually got to come to the bottom. And I keep telling y'all, what you consider to be as stars or the stars or the, you know, the stars that we know them now, that's changing. That's changing, okay? All right, let's start off with the water signs. Let's start off with the water signs. What do you have for my wonderful water signs? What is the element for my water signs? What do you want water signs to know today? So water signs will be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, okay? If you are not a water sign, you would use this energy towards your emotions, okay? Water energy deals with your emotions and your feelings, all right? So the message, if you are not a water sign, will be geared towards your feelings and your emotions. All right. What you want water signs to know? Thanking our angels, thanking our guides, thanking our ancestors, thanking our higher self, thanking divine feminine. There's something going on within people's DNA too. Okay, y'all. And just so you guys know, this is not a I have to keep saying this because they keep telling me to say this. I don't know who this is for. We are not in a racial. I mean, it's projecting out racially. It's projecting on the outer world racially. But really, what it is we are in a species war. We are in a DNA war. Okay, you guys need to understand that this is not about skin color. This is literally about DNA. Okay, literally about DNA. Okay. All right. What do you have for my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful water signs? Okay. Okay, water sign. Y'all dealing with the deep today. Y'all are dealing with the deep today. Fertility. This is a lot of heart chakra work. This is going into the deep. This is also the number 3. The number 3 represents manifestation. That's the Holy Trinity. Okay. So you got matter, mind, and spirit. Okay. Y'all need to, I don't even know if y'all can see this. Y'all, do y'all see how she is literally the tree of life? And I also want y'all to see if this, can y'all see that there is a glow in her upper chakras? You got to master your lower chakras to get into realms into the upper chakra. Okay. You can't get into upper chakra realms if you have not mastered your lower chakras. It's kind of like giving a 12-year-old the keys to the car before they know how to drive. Okay. So water signs, you got fertility popping out. You're about to give birth to something. Some of you physically give birth to a baby. For some of you, this could be a new idea, a new relationship. Okay. A new awakening. All right. That is going to bring in balance. That is the number 11 card. And y'all know, okay, pay attention to the signs and the symbols. Okay. Master number 11. All right. Creation. Once again, this just represents that he has all the 4 elements in front of him. The wand, the pentacle, the cup, and the sword. Wand energy represents movement, action. Okay. That will be fire energy, pentacle, earth energy, stability, security. Okay. Cups, emotions. Okay. And feelings. And sword, thinking, ear. Okay. Final outcome is new beginnings, my wonderful water signs. Okay. So if you are not a water sign, you can relate this to your emotions and your feelings because that is exactly what's happening right now. Okay. Thank you. It's here you go, Brittany. I got it on Amazon. This is one of my favorite Oracle deck. There you go. Just in case anybody want to screenshot it and you want to get it. That's one of my favorite decks. So let's see. Yeah, some of you could be dealing with some of you could be dealing with, and I'm still on water signs because you have the Queen of Pentacles popping up in reverse, and then you have the Seven of Wands popping up in reverse. I kind of feel like some of you could be dealing with some imbalance where balance needs to come in. And this is not balance I feel like you can get outside of yourself, water signs. You will have to get this balance from the inside. The Seven of Wands energy just definitely represents that you're in a place where you may feel overwhelmed or maybe even protected, like overly protective. Now, for me, I can see the overly protective because I'm going through downloads and activation, but I'm also mindful of the energy and the self-projection. So I have kind of protected myself, you know? So I can see that. That can be linked to you feeling imbalanced, maybe around family issues or commitments. There's something here, water signs, where you have to make a decision emotionally, maybe to some type of commitment, maybe something you said yes to, maybe something that you need to say yes to or no to, all right? So that's the energy for you today, water signs. All right, so let's start off with my wonderful earth signs. Earth signs are going to represent Capricorns, Taurus energy, and Virgo energy. Okay, I don't know. Earth signs, I've been hearing this song for y'all like for weeks now. And, you know, he got a big ego. Okay. Y'all gonna have to be mindful of the emotional energy in the atmosphere too. Okay. I want to say don't crank it too hard. You don't, yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't crank it too hard. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Even though people deserve it. Even though people deserve it, only because what you dish out right now, you get back, and you're getting back in you're getting it back in real time, and you're getting it back with more force. Okay. So if you're purposely, it's one thing to check somebody, but if you're purposely checking them and then you want to add, you know, break them down verbally just because you can, you don't have to do that. You can state the facts and then you can keep it moving, but you don't have to break them down in the process. Okay. All right. So my wonderful earth signs, you got victory and success. I can see that. I can see how y'all will move in through that energy, especially I want to say Capricorns and Virgos, right? Because Taurus, you guys can get caught up too much maybe in your feelings and being too much, you know, really focusing on the shit that you shouldn't be focusing on, right? But for my Virgos and my Capricorn, I see this because Capricorns will find a way to get out of a situation. And Virgos, you're more going to analyze the situation to see how it works best and how it fits you, okay? Taurus, you got to be careful not just to sit and complain that it's uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that, right? So victory and success, earth signs, is yours, especially when it pertains to financial and material changes. So those of you planning moving, maybe a new career, you know that that's happening, okay? As well as material and spiritual prosperity. This is why they're saying not to crank it too hard. You don't need to. You don't need to. What's yours is yours. You do not need to crank it too hard. I hear somebody saying, but what if they come for me though? Somebody said, but what if they come for me though? Hey, Suzette, how are you? You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, so here we go. Yep, some of you could have someone that's depressed around you because we have the sun card in reverse, okay? So we're dealing with someone that's depressed or maybe not feeling so good about themselves. This is Seven of Swords energy, okay? Now, see, this is the thing. This person is in their head. Okay, you probably already gave this person the business because they felt left out in the cold. And if you haven't already gave them the business, your energy has already shifted. Okay, earth signs. So either you're dealing with this energy yourself personally or someone that you know is experiencing that, okay? You always say that about us. Because you guys are see, that's the one thing I'm going to tell you, that's the one thing I can appreciate with Capricorn energy. you know, Capricorn's energy, I feel they are really good at seeing the bigger picture and detailed, if they don't get in their own way. Okay. If they don't get in their way. Yeah. If they don't get in their own way. You feel it coming, Shelbell? Yeah. So y'all want to be mindful, right? Y'all want to be mindful. Everybody would see, and this is the thing. You know how I teach you guys that you have to master all 12 of the zodiac signs. Okay. It's just not your sun sign energy. You have literally all 12 facets of the zodiac energy within you. So that means that you have to master all aspects of yourself. It's not just getting stuck in your sun sign. So either you have already told somebody about themselves, and this could be about money or a living situation or a job situation. And this person is depressed. Either you have someone that's pressed around you and they're trying to self-project. Okay. Their mental challenges. Yeah. Okay. So y'all just be mindful. Okay. Just be mindful. Yeah. Just be mindful. And I want to say, okay. And I don't know, this is earth sign. So this could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You guys seem that you could also have somebody around you that's jealous. So they pretend like they happy for you, but they not. Okay. So you'll know who that is. They pretend like they're happy for you, but they not. All right. Yeah. Because some of you, they can't understand. They can't understand how you're doing so well with all of this shit going on. They don't even understand how you moving like that. They don't understand how you moving like that. Okay. All right. Let's do air signs. Let's do air signs. What is the message for air signs? What is your message for air signs? What is your message for air signs? What is your message for air signs? Mental conflict, emotional withdrawn, and standing your ground. Okay, so if you are not a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, okay, you can utilize the air energy as mental and spiritual energy. You're in your head, you're thinking about things, okay? So if you're not an air sign, that will be mental energy, your spiritual and your mental thinking, okay? This is how you're applying the elements, all right, guys? This is how you master yourself, all right? So if you're not an air sign, you will master yourself with the air energy through your thinking, spiritual and mental thinking, okay? All right, so there's mental conflict, there's emotional withdrawal, and there's standing your ground. And if I have to be really honest with you, you guys, it's kind of like maybe some of the decisions that you have to make. And you may have to remove yourself emotionally from this, okay? I don't know, air signs, I feel like you might even have an energy vampire around you, okay? Or somebody that's projecting guilt. Yeah. Yep. You got the Ace of Swords energies, what you're dealing with, but the Ace of Swords is in reverse. So that means that, yeah, you are not clear. There could be a lot of mental chaos going on. And this is followed by Ace of Pentacle energy. And the Ace of Pentacle energy is all about manifestation. Okay. New opportunities coming in. Money, home. And then there's also Temperance popping up. Temperance is Sagittarius, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Yeah, okay, so this is what I'm hearing, air signs. You're going to have to stand your ground, and because you know shit is being projected, just remove yourself emotionally and stand your ground, right? Because it kind of feels like this energy, whoever this is, if this is not you, they're just not thinking clearly. Okay, they're just not thinking clearly. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. They just need to operate in a little bit more patience. Or it could be you just not thinking because you're not being patient. Because somebody got one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of emotional projecting going on. So you want to pull back. You want to pull back. Okay. And stand your ground. Just disconnect emotionally, especially if this person is self-projecting their own insecurities on you. You wanna pull back. Okay. All right. So fire signs. Let's do fire signs. So fire signs would be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Okay. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, if you are not a fire sign, fire energy is going to represent action, movement. It could represent lust. Okay. It also represents passion. All right. So apply that to where it needs to be applied if you are not a fire sign. All right. That is how you master the fire energy. Okay. All right. So what do you have for my wonderful fire signs? What do you have for my wonderful fire signs? What do you have for my wonderful fire signs? Passion ignited. Okay, y'all. And for some of you, that's sex. Leos, I hear lots of sex, Leos. I'm telling you what I hear, Leos. All right. You got passion ignited. You got truth popping out here. Yeah, I'm hearing, I'm bringing sexy back. Oh, Leos. Leos, I heard I'm bringing sexy back. Okay. You guys have you guys have passion ignited, truth, and partnerships and alliance. That's why you're bringing sexy back. Ow. Yeah, bringing sexy back. Okay. So Leos, there could be a lot of truth going on in your relationships, okay? A lot of truth communication, which is going to bring in some balance, okay? And I don't know, I kind of feel like this is what I am going to say, Leos, especially if you're cross-watching, all right? Sex don't always fix things. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Yeah. So you may tell someone the truth, and they may want to fix that, right? Yeah, they may want to fix that using sex, and sex don't fix everything. And I'm really feeling that with Leo's energy. Okay. All right. So fire signs, passion, truth, and partnerships and alliances. Okay. Two of Swords energy in reverse. This means that there's some type of decision that needs to be made, but I really feel like that's where that truth energy is coming in. Oh shit. All right now, fire signs. You guys got the Lovers card. You could be dealing with the Gemini, or it could be some type of energy within your relationships. Where a decision needs to be made, and it's clarified by the devil, which is Capricorn energy. So you got Gemini energy and you got Capricorn energy, and this energy is in reverse. Ooh. Somebody about to break up with somebody, or somebody told somebody they want to break up, or somebody's telling somebody this may not be working the way they want, There is clearly some communication going on here, especially with partnerships and alliances. Either somebody wants to revise contracts if this is work related. What I will say is we're in retrograde energy, so you may not want to revise anything or sign anything until, after retrograde. But there's truth coming out. There's truth coming out here. And this is all about relationships. This is all about partnerships, and somebody may be wanting to break free. Okay. Knowledge game. You're welcome, Marvin Moore. You're welcome. Okay. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of this. I'm gonna have to do y'all readings because we need to get up into this. I feel heartbreak. And I feel like a lot of it is this emotional energy and retrograde and no communication. I kind of feel like somebody's going to tell somebody the truth and it's not going to come out nicely. Right? Yeah. Brittany, yep. Yeah. I would wait until after retrograde. And Brittany, and if you could try to get out, and I would even go 14 days after retrograde so you're not in the retrograde shadow. So when retrograde ends, see, okay, Jasmine, did we talk about that? Didn't I tell you the X was circling back? Did we talk about that? Yes, air signs are Libras, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. So fire signs. She said, "Oh boy, I got a storyline for this read." Yeah, there's Yeah, fire signs, y'all reading's gonna be popping. Somebody's definitely whoo. It's all I'm going to say is stop projecting your shit on me. I really feel like this title of today's video is definitely fitting for fire signs. So remember, if you are not a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, fire energy is all about movement, taking action. It is all about passion. It can be about lust. Okay. So the question is, are you going to react or are you going to take action? Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Kimberly. Only says she thinks it's the 12th. I don't know if it's July or August. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I would try not to. I would just try not to, because there's just, it's either you're gonna miss something. You know, communication is just wonky. You know, communication is just wonky. So can I talk about Doctor Strange last night? I watched Doctor Strange. I got all of y'all daily vibrations out. Now we're going to Doctor Strange. Have everybody on here seen Doctor Strange? I know you guys talked about it's a 6-planet retrograde up. See, so everything is pretty much Afro singing. I'll be moving on. Okay. First of all, let's just say that was my first time, and I did watch 222, which, okay, first of all, let me just say this. I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? Remember how we've been talking about sacred geometry for weeks now, maybe about a month now. Okay, right? Have you guys noticed that a lot of these new movies that are coming out are all about sacred geometry? Have you guys noticed that? The magic is not so much of spells, but the magic is more about sacred geometry and being able to write in the ear and stuff. I don't know how. It's on Hulu. I found it on Hulu. Okay, y'all are noticing that? Okay, just peep game. This is why I'm telling you, these deities are not coming through like they was coming through before, right? And when you find out the names of these deities, don't, like I would say, just peep the game. So let's just say, do you guys also know how much knowledge they dropped in Doctor Strange? I want to say, even if you didn't watch the whole movie, the first I want to say maybe 15, 20 minutes of that movie is profound enough for you to get a lot of information. They just let it ride in the first, 15 minutes of that movie. They let it ride, honey. Okay. They let that ride. So basically they told you that there is an infinite amount of dimensions. Okay. And everything is controlled by mind. And I think I sat here and talked about that at the beginning of the video. The whole movie was coded exactly. Now, and we talked about this before, only why I told you, remember, I said I was wondering why I kept putting my hand outside the window when I would drive in and just be making symbols and forming shit with my hands and stuff. I don't know if you guys remember I talked about that, right? Oh yeah, I love that show. I love all of those type of shows. Fascinated me. All of those shows. Okay. Yes, I do. Afro, you do that too? Afro, you do that too? Afro, yes. Hey, Try, how are you? How can Pisces moon stop astral projecting? If you don't want anybody to enter your realm, you can definitely protect yourself. You want to find how to protect yourself. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm telling you guys right now, that movie definitely helped. I'm like, okay. You know what? I started watching Code 8, Kimberly, but I'll circle back. I don't think I finished. I don't think I finished. Another thing that that you can check out is Clever Man. Clever Man, that's on Netflix. They now have season 2. Clever Man is a really good. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. See, that's really good. Try, that's good. Hey, Vivian, how are you? Okay, so let's talk about a few things in a few of these dimensions so you guys can understand exactly what's going on, and maybe confirm some of the things that you're feeling, okay? One, another thing that has increased on my end is out of the corner of my eye, right? Or maybe not even in the, not always at the count, not always in my peripheral vision, but even now, I don't know if you guys are being able to see translucent energy now. You're being able to see the specks of the energy as it's moving throughout the room, or you're being able to see like the I call it jumping. Now I'm beginning to think it's not even a timeline. Now I'm beginning to think it's like like a jump in a dimension. Like you're literally seeing the veil broken up in front of you. I don't know if I don't know how to put it into words. What I'm seeing in real time in front of my eyes. Okay, boom. Do you know when you go to the gas station? And before you pull up to the gas tank, you can see like the gas fume or like a mirage type, gas illusion. And you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. Okay. All right. Shantia Bennett said, yes, no, you're not seeing things. Okay. So we have gotten uploads and we have become activated. Okay. Some of us, our third eye, remember I explained in the beginning of how much light is projected outwardly through these eyes. We're now seeing more with our third eye than we are with these two eyes. So we're very, very sensitive to vibration, right? So everything is sound and vibration. The mind operates in sound and vibration, okay? And we talk about this a lot in my videos where I told you guys it's like a radio station. If you want to listen to jazz on 105.4, you got to tune in to 105.4. But if you want R&B, you got to tune in to 95.7, right? So you can't get R&B on 105.4. You got to change frequencies. So that's what's happening. A lot of us are on different frequencies. We're vibrating higher, okay? Which means that we are interacting with different energy and different frequencies and different vibrations, okay? Now, I don't know if some of you are also experiencing we talked about this the other day, touches or raindrops, right? So it was coming in as raindrops, just sitting, I could be sitting in the office chair and I get a drop of water. But when I look, I can't find water on there's no water. And I'm obviously sitting in the office chair, but there's no water. Okay. Yeah. The ringing in the ear, Brittany, the ringing in the ear that's also intensified too. So there's more of a ringing. Yeah, I get more of a tone, a higher pitched tone. So like I'm hearing it right now. I'm literally hearing it right now. And can I say now it seems more soothing? When it first started, it would irritate me. But now it is the most soothing, tranquil thing that there is. Okay. Yeah. The crawlies too. Yep. You're right. Yep. The crawlies too. Okay. Yeah. So and then I think I explained this one to you guys because this happened to me yesterday. I know that I was having pineal gland activity because I felt the energy come up. Remember how I told you guys I feel the energy come up and then I feel a tingle and then it's like a poof. And as I feel like a bubble pop, I feel warmth come all the way in my head around my pineal gland, okay, and like down towards my crown chakra. Right now I got a headache. All of a sudden I got a headache. So know that now I am literally feeling someone touching me. Okay, so now it's went from specks of water to feeling like crawlies to now like literally feeling someone like brushes up against me. Okay, it doesn't feel like lower vibrational energy. I have to say that it does not feel like that. One of the things that I did come into this information over the weekend when I was studying. I read in one of my books. Was it in the book? I think it was in a book. It was in a book. No. I'm lying. I saw it I was researching something and I saw it in a YouTube video. But he got it from a book and I can't remember the name of the author. I did write it down. And he mentioned that the author talked about when you come into different energy spectrums or energy field or different beings, you feel like you're walking into a spider web. And we talked about that, I think, maybe 2 lives back. So some of you, just so you know, if you, and this was happening to me a lot. Now, I do know, personally speaking, when I was walking into spider webs, I just knew that there was someone there. And Kelly would say to me, "Why don't you just ask them what they want?" Because I'm like, "Girl, I'm tired of the spider webs." She would just get so mad at me. Okay, so if you feel like you're walking into spider webs and there shouldn't be any spider webs there, just know that you more than likely have a different energetic being in your presence. Okay. So know that. Yeah. All right. Now, these energetic beings, just so you know, they do not always have to be ancestral beings or beings from this planet. Let me tell you right now, if you're on this channel, we talk about everything because we are in a multi-dimensional universe, honey, and we are not the only ones here. Okay. And if I must say that, we are the babies at how this energy works. We are maturing, but we are really like the babies. Or maybe there's other babies, like below us. However, we are not vibrating as much as some of these higher octave planets. Okay, so some of these higher octave planets don't need physical bodies. Okay, they can just use their light bodies. So you need to be mindful of that. So if you have someone with a light body coming into your experience, of course the channel may be different. You may not see a physical appearance. Okay, you may not see, you may just get a feeling, or you may get a telepathic message. Okay. No, we need to talk about it in life too. Yeah, it is multidimensional, right? Like, so be aware of that. Okay, so spider webs is an indication that you do have a different energetic presence. In the crawlies or the scratchies, orbs, if you're seeing orbs of light, okay, that's also an indication. Okay, I've gotten it great at seeing spirit. Oh, okay, that's see. Kava says she's gotten great at they're gotten great at seeing spirits and hearing them. That is the gifting that you need to perfect in this season, because that is the gifting that's going to work with you. We are now more in a spiritual, energetic vibration where you would have to it's more about dealing with the unseen realm versus the physical realm, and understanding that from the unseen realm you create the physical realm. Okay. So just so you know, you learn the presence of the spirit and their signs. Hell yeah, you do, G. Henry. Yeah, you do. Uh-huh. And let me just tell you guys this too, okay? Because I laugh about this behind the scenes sometimes, but if I walk into a room and I feel like there is a presence that is not a good presence, right? You also have the power to tell any energy or any entity that you do not feel comfortable with, that they have to leave your space. Okay. You do this with authority, and you do this with knowing that can't nobody control you. You have to give them will. You have to give up your free will. So I will walk into a room, and if I feel like the room don't feel off, like if I walk up into this space, which is I've anchored this space to be my sacred space. If I walk up into this space and it just feels off, the first thing I start to say is, okay, if you're not here for my highest good and my protection, you need to get the fucks up out of here, because you're not welcome. You need to go, because nobody fucking wants you here. And I taught just like that. There is no Holy One, Holy Ghost. Get the fuck out. You are not welcome here if you are not for my greatest good. Get out. Get out. And if I feel like it's some stubborn energy, then I get into my light language and I start my stomping and my clapping. Like, yeah, I don't play. I do not play. Okay. I've noticed I have to take more baths and things too lately. Okay. I automatically call on my energy. Yep. I'm about to create me an elixir too. I'm just going to create an elixir so I can mist myself. Yeah. Okay. So Everett is giving you guys some advice. Everett, did you get your channel up and running? I saw somebody ask you that earlier. I don't know if you posted it already. Only you need to post your channel information so people can come on over and watch the channels that you get from Spirit. Everett, if you have your information, definitely post it in the community so people can come and get the knowledge. Jasmine, you can post your vlog so people can get the knowledge also. And Sam is a holistic herbalist. You can definitely post your information too, okay? Okay, so all right, so there you go. Everett has just given you guys his YouTube channel. Y'all need to go over there and y'all need to join Everett's channel. Okay, let me pull it up now. And just so you guys know, Kimberly is gonna be coming soon with her herbs and teas and stuff too. So yeah, this is a community. Post your information, guys. Post your information. I'm going to go look up Everett's channel now that we're speaking. You guys want to be able, this information is not about hiding. You can't, it's not about hiding. What did Everett say it was called? Geno's 1Z. Oh, Geno's 1Z self. Did I get that right? Is that okay? Kimberly, I found the same thing. Everett, Everett, is there a link that you can post, Everett, so we can get to it directly? Because when we type it in, we're not finding it. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Yeah, Everett, I think you should put a link in there because it's not wait. There's something up here that says deprogramming production, friends and family. Is that it? Okay, I'm gonna wait for a link from Everett. Okay, so y'all could go ahead. Sam is an herbalist too. I don't know if Sam has a website that she can put up for you guys. G. Henry, Divine Conversation. Were you asking me a question or were you asking somebody else in the chat a question? Okay, Mona, do you have a business you want to promote or anything that you're doing on the spiritual community that you want to promote too? Okay, Jasmine put her stuff up. Okay. Now, this is the thing, okay? We're coming into a time where you're going to have to, community is going to be good. If you're trying to stand in your own in this energy right now, yeah, find you a tribe or a community of like-minded people that you can get with to help you in this process, okay? Shit is about to get real. I don't even say shit's about to get real. Shit's already real. Shit is already real, okay? It's already real. If anybody finds Everett's page before he's able to post it, Sam does not have a website yet or a foundation yet. It's in the works. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You can message her on Facebook. Sam, put your Facebook message so they can find you. Okay. Someone said I can go to the description box for reading, but you didn't find it. Oh, that's because this is a live one. Okay, let me put it in there now. I'll put it in there so you can have it. I usually add it after the lives. Give me 1 second. I will get it for you. I'm going to put it in there now. Yeah. Okay, so those of you, just so you know, I do meditations on the new moon and on the full moon. Okay. The next meditation is going to be July 5th. We are doing, it is also a lunar eclipse moon, guys. Okay. So that moon is going to be all about shedding. All right. And it's a full moon in Capricorn. Powerful energy. All right. So if you're interested in that meditation, you guys can also find that information in the description box. Okay. It is a $20 donation. And it is a private meditation. My meditations are all about activating your chakras, healing, as well as any type of, depending on who you are, you can also experience Kundalini energy or just an intense, immense of peace. Okay. So with that being said, if you were interested and you would like to partake in the meditation, when you make your donation, please make sure that you include the word meditation and your email address so I can send you the link. Okay. Yeah. Brittany said I will be there. Yeah, Brittany, I think this was Brittany's first time on the meditation. I am definitely signing up for this one. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a powerful one, y'all. Okay. Shanta, I just saved it. You can find the reading information in the description box. I just saved it. It's there now. You can look. Okay, and let me just say this, guys. I want to say one thing. Okay, so this is what I do. I study. I have several things going on behind the scenes as far as how I use my gifting to take care of myself and my sons, because I have 2 sons, right? So I am a giver. I like to give. What I don't like is when people waste my time. So, which means if you have scheduled an appointment with me, you get a 5-minute grace period, because I know shit happens. Sometimes you're at work and, it takes a little longer to get your break when you thought, so you need an extra 2 minutes. I get that. So you get a 5-minute grace period. It is important for you to read the email, because there is information in the email. So you get a dial-in number with the code, okay? Which means if you are not following the instructions within my email and your grace period is 5 minutes and you go over that 5 minutes, you will have to reschedule your appointment, okay? You get a grace period of 5 minutes, all right? So if you're late and past 5 minutes, you will have to reschedule your appointment, okay? I do offer you that grace. I'm not just going to take your money and you miss your appointment and say, oh, well, you missed it. I'm not going to do that, all right? However, okay, if you reschedule your appointment and you miss your second appointment, you do not get another chance, okay? You do not. And donations are non-refundable. So just so you know, all right? And usually you get a lot, like I don't skimp on your readings. I'm just going to say that anyone that has had a reading from me, I definitely take my time and I go in, okay? So your reading is not going to be... Jasmine, I don't think you need to reschedule with me because you got my number. I thought about that the other day. I'm like, I don't have to put her back on the schedule because she know how to reach me. She know how to reach me. And the same thing we were going to talk about in your sessions is what you're going to call me about anyway. I'm just saying, Jasmine. So we don't have, unless Jasmine, unless you really, unless you really want to talk about something in particular, but I kind of feel like we talk about this, so you don't have to reschedule for that. I will probably be speaking to you some point throughout this week, okay, about that. Okay, Everett said he figured it out. Okay, perfect, Everett. Okay. We're going to wait for Everett to post his information. Y'all need to check it out. Everett, I got your email. Yep. I was off yesterday, but I got your email. I'll respond to you later. Super excited. I haven't read it yet, though, but I got your email. Ashley, I didn't see Ashley today. Jasmine, where's Ashley? She okay? I didn't see Ashley on here today. Okay, so Everett is giving his Facebook, y'all. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Everett. Check out Everett on Facebook. Everett, do you put videos on Facebook too that we can check out? Up 22 people in, and I got 22 thumbs up. Okay, he said he just did one. Okay, and that's on Facebook. Okay. All right. Oh, she's tired. Okay. All right. Okay. Just checking. It's all good. Okay. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to go grab some lunch. I got time today, so I'm probably going to be back on later. Let me tell y'all. So, major shout out to my mama. I love my mother. My mother is the bomb, diggity bomb, and she allows me to be. So we were supposed to be going on a family vacation, right? We were going to be leaving next year. However, they, with all of the what's going on, with the chaos in the world, the cruise company decided that they're going to take, they have to take it off the calendar because whatever. So we rescheduled to actually take the trip back to, my country instead, which is beautiful. And I was all for it because I work via the internet, so I could just laptop, internet, like I'm good, right? So my mother says, well, how long are you going to be staying for? And I said, well, I could stay for like 7 days, the same amount as the cruise, right? So she says, yeah, because when you land, they got to give you the virus. They got to test you for the, for the viral, and then and then you have to be in. I said, okay. I said, see, I said, you can cross me off. I will not be taking that trip this year. No, I will not be going. I tell y'all, I could tell that by my response, it's like I sucked the air out of my mama's chest. You're like, oh, okay. And then she called me this morning, and I know she wanted to talk. I know she wanted to talk about that, right? But she just didn't. She just let it rock. She just didn't. She just didn't. So I am not traveling anywhere that I would have to take a test and then be put in quarantine. All right. Those tests, they've already reported that they're 80% defective. And if they're 80% defective, why are you still testing people with defective tests? So no, mama. Yeah, no, I will not be going on that family vacation at all. Yeah, no. So my mom is not failing. So we're going to have to do something. Yeah, we're going to have to do something within the 50 states, honey, that they do not require all of that. Yeah. I will not be doing anything international until, can I also say this? Y'all need to go check out Clever Man. Clever Man. All I'm going to say is check out Clever Man on Netflix. Season 2. That's all I'm going to say. Season 2 on Clever Man. Yeah. Only I'm not doing all of that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not doing all of that. Because I already know the plan. I already know the deal. We talked about this. We seen this coming before it even happened. I already told you guys that they're going to start cranking it again. They're going to start cranking it again from September until about January, right? So yeah. Angela says Zoom party for now. Yep, Angela, is going to be a straight up what's up party. We can do what's up, but yeah, no. I will not be doing that. And it still makes me think of you collecting my DNA. And I already feel like you got my DNA saved and stored somewhere because I had 2 kids, right? So it still makes me feel like you're collecting my DNA. And I am not See, okay, here's my theory on this. Now, okay, so we're about to go sci-fi-ish, right? I told you I got time today, right? I got time today. We're about to go sci-fi-ish. Tell me what y'all think, right? This is my theory. This is my theory. So my theory is this, okay? Um, I believe that there are data banks collected with our gene pool, especially when we go through certain activation, right? I believe throughout my study that some of these studies, um, we now keep adding stuff to my watch list. Brittany says she keep adding stuff to her watch list. Not quarantine me with some sick folk. Brittany, this is the perfect time to catch up on all of that stuff, right? Where we going right now? This is the perfect time to catch up on all of that, right? So I believe, this is my belief system, not anybody. This is my theory. This is not anybody else's theory. And this is just what I'm picking up spiritually, but I'm going to tell you guys what I have put together so far. Okay. First of all, there is a special, I want to say, genetic makeup that happens within us, especially when we become activated and within the energy that we're in now, right? I believe that these testing that they're doing is also testing for that particular genetic makeup, okay? They didn't ask me to do that. They didn't ask me to, okay, they didn't ask me to do that. That part they didn't ask me to do. But I feel like they did that, G. Henry. I feel like they did that. I feel like all of that stuff they've done. I feel like programs like 23andMe DNA, like the ancestral DNA, that is definitely DNA harvesting. I feel like like the umbilical cord for the stem cells. I think that's what they collect that for. Also is DNA harvesting. And so I do believe that DNA plays a major role. And as our DNA changes, our molecular structure changes with all of this brand new radioactive energy that we have coming in. Now, I think I posted something about the sun. Oh, I didn't post it, but this was in, I was speaking to a few people behind the scenes where I talked about the solar flares. And all of the things that was going on around the world. Kelly and I was talking. And I don't know if you guys remember, I documented and I told you guys that there was going to be something happening in Indonesia, right? And just so you guys know, it has happened, okay? So there is shit happening around the world, and everything that's happening around the world is also happening within our DNA. So please, as above, so below, okay? Our DNA is literally changing its molecular structure to be able to receive the light code information from the sun that's coming in, right? To be able to process that so we can evolve and ascend, okay? This is why a lot of us, the diets are changing, okay? I told you guys, I went from being a barbecue ribs lover, okay, to being a vegetarian, okay? And so, bye, Brittany. You're welcome, Brittany. Bye. So pay attention to your body. Okay. So some of you will feel like you need more sleep. You need more water. Okay. Some of you may feel more energized, less energized, just depending on what's going on within your body. You want to pay attention to your body. Okay. Some of you are maybe even less to fasting, and it's not a full day fast. Like you just don't feel like eating anything from the time you wake up until like 5 p.m. Your body is taking you into a fasting stage. Okay. It's trying to, either expand with the energy or is trying to attune with the energy that's coming in. All right. So if you're feeling extremely tired and you know that you're not sick, you need to give yourself rest. If you feel like you need to nap, if you feel dehydrated, and I think somebody mentioned dehydration. Yeah. You need to drink plenty of water. Okay. Be mindful as your body is attuning and expanding to the energy, especially for us empaths, okay? Because we're empaths, the energy is going to come in a lot stronger and maybe even a lot more with force, okay? Now, empaths, you are going to be extremely sensitive in this season. Like, and I think that's why a lot of us are feeling the heart chakra, that heart energy, like vibrate. Okay, you can literally feel the buzzing of the energy in your body. Okay, another thing that I'm picking up, and I don't know how much of you are picking this up too, is lower vibrational sound is even become more crystal clear. Like, there are times when I'm in the kitchen and I'll have to walk back to see if I left the TV on, because I can literally hear conversations, right? I can hear people talking. But when I walk back, it's not the radio or anything. I'm just picking up frequencies. So some of you, your ears are already becoming very, very sensitive to the energy. You got the ringing in your ears. Okay, some of you are literally picking up the electromagnetic radio waves in the atmosphere, where you're tapping into a literal frequency. Okay, so be mindful. If you're just hearing a song in your head, sometimes it's not just a telepathic song pop up. Sometimes you're literally hearing the wave of the song from the freaking radio station. So be mindful of that. Like, if I can say to you guys, like, all of the superheroes, the Marvels, and all of those characters that they tell us about that are fake, okay, these are actually past your five senses. These are realms and worlds and things that you can do past your five senses. Okay, yeah. She said she hear whispering. Okay, you've been seeing the orbs. I've been seeing the orbs too. Right. And sometimes I even sit and try to play with the orbs, or I try to touch the orbs, you know. We talk about that, Shireen. We talked about earlier, not only orbs, but seeing, like, when you go to the gas station and you see the translucent energy or the translucent gas, that's also starting to show up around me. I'm usually able to see energy, especially at dark. So let me just tell you guys something right now. Everything is energy, and you can train yourself to see energy, not just at night, but also in the daytime. Okay, it is best to start at night, learning it at night, because when you learn it at night, then you can distinguish it, in the daytime. So energy at night definitely looks like, you guys know how, like, the static, that's okay, Shireen. Do you guys know how the static on your TV will look when you don't have a signal, but it's the color static? Like, it just looks like a lot of fuzz in your TV. Okay. She said, I thought everyone saw that. No, not everyone sees that. Yeah. Not everyone is able to see that. Okay. That is how energy is going to look. So you want to start training your eyes in the dark. Okay. So you want to start training. And the way you can do that is by first leaving on the lights and then switching the lights off. And as the lights switch off, just stare at one side of the room. Just stare at that. And then you begin to see the electromagnetic wave. You will literally be able to see energy, okay? And then as you move your eyes around, you'll be able to see the energy. It is the same thing during the daytime, but in the daytime, it looks kind of more like translucent. The daytime looks more like the gas, like the translucent type, but you can still, it's still fuzzy. Okay. So there's not a time that you're not interacting with energy, and it's not a time that you can't see energy. You just may need to just practice and train your eyes to see it. Okay. Oh, okay, Gabrielle. Okay. Did I pronounce that right? I think I got Gabrielle's name right, y'all. Okay. Afro, you're not slow. Afro, you're not slow. We're just empaths. So what we may think come naturally to us, everybody does not. Yeah, that's all that is. Kimoy, do you see the DNAs? Yes. Oh my God, KJ, yes. KJ, yes. Now let me even take it one step further, KJ. Right? In meditation, not only have I seen the DNA strand, KJ, but I seen code. It's coded. So it's not like in an orb bubble. I see them with ones and zeros. I see them with ones and zeros. And then I've also seen the Fibonacci code, or the circle, that spin. I seen that in meditation too, like an infinite. It's just infinite, but it's in ones and zeros. Oh, Sam says she has a double helix tattoo. Yeah. Everett says we have the same eye as geese. Okay. We can see the magnetic sphere. Okay. Yep. And they use it to navigate. Thank you, Everett. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful world if you tap into it. It's a beautiful, mystical world. Okay. Do any of you have guides that's not from this earthly realm? Have any of you contacted your guides that are not from this earthly realm? 909, really? Mm, that's 18, which still equals 9 again, Gabrielle. That's still 9. That's full completion right there. We are also now using the sixth sense more often. Yep. Yep. And a lot of that is so if you go back to even ancient Egyptian time when they would worship the sun god, there was a reason for that, because we are light beings, okay? We are star beings. So when you're worshiping the sun god, that's because that sunlight, aka that radiation, is coming in and it's activating cells, it's activating codes within you. Okay. We would not teach the right stuff. And I have to tell you, everything that was printed in books also is not the right stuff. So a lot of this information, you're going to have to be guided by your spirit to know truth. And the one thing I can say, yep, thank you, Kimberly Ra. You're right. The one thing I can say is truth will not go against itself. Okay. It's not going to go against itself. So truth is going to recognize truth. So when something rings true to you, your spirit will let you know. Okay. What just happened? Did y'all just see that? My lights just totally went out. Did y'all see that? Oh my goodness. The light literally just totally went out. Wow. Let's see. Wow. Yep. All I said was truth was not going to go against itself. Y'all know I love confirmation, and I love when they show up, right? I love when they show up. Yeah. Yeah. They dropped the mic. Kimberly. Pounds, Kimberly. That's exactly how I feel. They dropped that mic, honey. Okay. Hello to whoever that was. They came in and shut the lights off, honey. Truth is going to recognize itself, okay? Let me just tell you guys this right now, too, and I feel like this is an important time for me to reiterate this, okay? A few things. First thing is, you do not need a guru. You are your own guru, okay? My path and your path might be a different path, but it doesn't mean that you can't get to your destination your way, okay? That's number one. You do not need a guru. You are your own guru. Number two is you are to fact check everything that anybody said. You are to question everything, okay? Because spirit is never going to lead you wrong. And I say when you do your research, you do not have to agree with the first thing or the first person you heard on something you're researching. You go with the person or the energy that feels right in your spirit, okay? That is how you confirm things spiritually, because truth is going to recognize truth. So you want to go with what feels spiritually right for you, okay? Please know that, okay? If you're ever in doubt, okay, then you do nothing and you rest for confirmation. The spirit is always going to confirm, okay? They're either going to confirm via someone else coming in and verifying, or via images, or you know, seeing the same thing, or a knowing, okay? There's always going to be something, whether or not you take the advice or you're moving and on, you know, it doesn't matter, but they're always going to speak and to confirm, okay? The next thing is that you really need to understand is spirit is never going to lead you to a place that makes you feel worse about yourself than you should be feeling. They'll call you out on the shit that you need to work on, but your spirit, your higher self, is never going to tell you you ain't fucking worth shit, you ain't never going to be shit, you ain't never going to have shit, ain't shit for you. They're never going to tell you that. So if that's the voice that you're hearing that's coming in as your higher self, no, that's an archon. No. Yeah, that's a spirit that's not for you, okay? So your higher self, your ancestors, the ones that are here to guide, protect, and comfort you, they're never going to make you feel like you're less than, okay? What they're going to do is call you on your shit. They're like, okay, now you know your ass should not have said that. Okay, now you know you need to get up now. Okay, you're feeling low, but just remember that you're worthy. Just remember that you're loved. Just remember that you're protected. This is what they're going to do, okay? They will call you on your shit. They will call you on your shit, but they're never going to put you in a place that makes you feel like you're not worthy or you're less than, okay? So know that, all right? So these are just some tips that you need to know when you start your spiritual work, okay? Spirit is always going to guide you. Okay, things randomly will happen, like a video popping up in your timeline that you had, you just thought about it yesterday, and all of a sudden, boom, there you go. That video is in your timeline. You didn't even go looking for it, but the video is in your timeline. So this is how they speak to you, all right? So be mindful of that, all right? There is never anyone that should know you better than you know yourself, or that should have a closer relationship with your angels and your guides and your ancestors than you have with yourself, right? I say all of the time, if you're coming to me for a reading, I'm here to confirm something that you already know, or I'm here to clarify something you need clarification on that you already know, okay? Or I'm here to help you tap back into your higher spirit, okay? I am not here to tell you anything outside of what you don't already know. By the time you get to me, you have an intuition of, or you have so many choices that you need to make clear, right? So you're not coming to me because you may not know it. That you may not want to hear what it is, but you got a feeling that something's going on. You may not put your finger on it, but there's an indication, okay? So understand that. Understand that. So yeah, okay? Just so you know, trust yourself in this walk. Yeah, trust yourself in this walk. You got to trust yourself in this walk, honey, all day, every day, right? So if I'm over here saying, go out, get some sun, and spirit say, okay, Janelle, you need to stay your ass in the house today. Guess what Janelle should do? Stay her ass in the house. Okay? That's what you should do, right? That's how this moves. So for some people, that's going to vibrate because spirit was already telling them that, so they can confirm with that. But if Janelle's spirit is saying stay in the house, Janelle need to stay in the house, because Janelle don't know why spirit is telling her to stay in the house. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know. So you go with what your spirit is leading you to go with, all right? That's going to be important. Now, the one other tip I'm going to give you is this, because I get this a lot. If you keep circling back to me and our reading is about the same thing and it's the same drama all the time, and we haven't moved past that, and it'll be like, 4 readings in, like 5 months later, and we 4 readings in and you're still dealing with the same drama, that means you're not doing your work. And what spirit is not going to do is they're not going to give you new information if they already told you what to do and you haven't done that. You're not going to get nothing. I'm telling you right now. So a lot of people is frustrated because they want steps, but you haven't taken the first steps that they gave you. And you're not going to get more than you can deal with. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to know that. Understand that. A lot of people are feeling like, I'm not hearing, I'm stuck, I'm not hearing, they're not speaking. That's because your ass probably didn't do the first thing they told you to do. So you need to understand that, okay? You need to understand that. Yep. You got it. Yep. You got it. It's in, yep. Everett, you're right. It is in the stillness. All right. Just know, spirit speaks in silence, and it is not silent within the silence, okay? Spirit speaks in silence, and it is not silent within silence. That is where everything flows, within that silence, okay? She said, it's hard channeling Granny when she want to slap my mama. Like, Granny, chill. I'm your girl, but that's my mama. I'm telling you, so, and can I tell you something, Gabrielle, sometimes when that happens, you have to ask them for, like, okay, give me another way to do this, because clearly mama not listening. Give me another way to do this. Let me tell y'all something. I have asked spirit for to like give me, like, remind me. You got to be careful what you ask for. Remind me of such and stuff, right? And sometimes when I ask, now I have to say, remind me gently, because sometimes my reminders may come with me stomping my toe hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of what we ask for, Gabrielle. I would say just ask Granny how to bring it to mama slowly, right? So she can get it. And sometimes what you need is a personal touch. So if Granny has already transitioned and she's trying to, ouch. Okay, y'all. I just pricked myself. I've never slapped mama, by the way. Yeah, can I tell you something, Gabrielle? My mama would fuck me up. And she's short. My mama's short like me, but she would whoop my ass. I'm telling y'all right now. I got a West Indian mother, y'all. My mama is West Indian. So she believes in I brought you in this world, I could take you out. I'm going to call the cops, tell them come get me, and tell them to send an ambulance to come get you type shit. You know, that was the mama that she didn't have to say nothing. She just gave you that look, and you know, you need to just shut the fuck up and sit your ass down. Okay. You have to invite you have to invite the ethers in. Okay, is there is spirit and every ancestor to the first. See, y'all pick up these pick up the knowledge and the drams that Everett is dropping. Everett, and that's why I got really pissed off earlier with the trolling by the certain celebrity because people don't understand that. Let me see. Afro said, I need assistance on my ADD. I'll be all over the place. You know what my name for that is now, Afro, right? My name for that now is Kamoyan. Just so y'all know, when you hear me say Kamoyan, right? That's what that is. I gotta be doing a lot of things at one time. I'll be all over the place too. I'll start a project here, then I'll go in the kitchen and start another one, circle back here, do this, and start one in the bedroom. I mean, they all get done by the end of the day, but I'm all over the place, right? So let me tell you something, Afro. Okay, let me tell you something now. Major shout out to Kim Warner in this, because I got to plug my girl right here. Major shout out to Kim Warner in this, okay? It is not until I got my astrology report from Kim Warner that I noticed that that had nothing to do so much with my ADD or my dyslexia. That was literally how I was made up in my chart. So that might be something that's just in your chart and part of your nature and doesn't have anything to do, quote unquote, with the labels that they give us, okay? So just be mindful of that. So Kamoyan, or what I would call to be I am a super multitasker, right? And I used to think that that was something wrong with me, like my attention span was, but literally that is in my chart. That's in my natal chart. I cannot not help but be that way. That's a part of my makeup, okay? So yeah, pay attention to that too, Afro. Major shout out to Kim Warner, because she's the one that I got my my chart from, my astro chart from. Your mind, see, Jasmine got hers too. Jasmine, I'm telling you, like that shit put me on my, and then it also gave me the confidence to be who I was, because the part of me that people felt was either weird or aggressive, like that's my makeup. I can't, so why am I trying to, change that part of myself? Okay. Yeah. And then what I can say too, Jasmine, then you're able to change your natal chart. Like once you have that energy, whatever needs to be changed, this is how you change your natal chart and manipulate your natal chart. Okay. Speaking of that, is there a doctor that just made up mental disease? Oh, girl, whatever they couldn't understand back then was labeled sickness or disease. Okay. Hence junk DNA, because they can't figure out how that works. So it's considered junk. And if something is junk, then you're not going to pay attention to junk, right? Except for, people like us, right? So everything that's cloaked in one way doesn't mean the same, So I think a lot of the verbiage and a lot of the material that was put out, even Afro, even the things that they taught us in school, even American history is bullshit. Is bullshit. If you really want to know, look up Carl Jung. Carl Jung did a lot of stuff on the psyche in relation to the zodiacs, right? And how each archetype reflects with your psyche. Okay, so Carl Jung and a lot of astrologers, when they are breaking down like the personalities within the zodiac sign, they reference his work a lot. Really, really good work. Shout out to Kim Warner again. She got me that book as a gift. Pounds, Kim. I appreciate that. Oh yes. You don't know. Can I tell you something, Everett? I have pretty much all of his books. And I'm old school. I don't have them here in this office, but I'm old school Everett. So I like paper books. So I pretty much have all of his books. So yeah, I could, Neville. You guys can definitely look up Neville, and Power of the Mind. Just talk about the power of the mind. All right. If you are in the concept of how your mind work and how to manifest through your feelings, okay, that would, yeah. Ponderosas, I love our Ponderosas. That his books are really, really good, and I think he has a few lectures out on YouTube too. If you don't want to read the books, you can Google him on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Yes, I watch almost all of. Okay, see, look at that. Yeah, you can find him on YouTube too. Yeah, and I think even some of his books you can find someone. You can find some of his audio books on YouTube. Okay, they adapt the lack of connection with source. When source reaches out, they feel like great. Can I say something to you guys? I really want to, because I feel that to say this. If there's anybody within your circle right now that you may feel is having a very hard time dealing with this energy, okay, and you know that they're not a bad person, and you feel led to reach out and to call them, please do so. Okay, please do so. A lot of people are having a very difficult time with this energy, and I'm not talking about the energy vampires here that just wants your attention. I'm talking about the genuine people that have good hearts, that they may not be as strong as you are to get through some of the stuff that's happening right now. You want to reach out to people, especially within this Cancer season, and Leo season energy, okay? But more Cancer season, because people are going to be in their feelings a lot, and with all of the energy that we have rushing in from Sunday's energy, with that eclipse energy, okay? We could be seeing an increase in suicide or overdoses within the next month, okay? Or some people just checking out. And when I say some people just checking out, meaning some people just withdrawing, where you don't see them much, they're not calling much, they're not doing much of anything, because they've fallen into a cycle, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so a kind word to anyone that you feel is really deserving of that kind word, because they've been there for you, you're there for each other, or anyone that you feel popping up in your spirit, please reach out. Okay, I'm not talking about the trolls that's not operating with honor and integrity, right? But I'm talking about genuine people that may not be as strong as you are to push past this energy. Please reach out to them. Okay, please reach out to them. Things are shifting, and I do have to say this, for people where the materialistic world has been their main source of stability, and their main source of comfort. That is going to be changing for a lot of people now, because the world is not ever going to be the same the way we once knew it. It's not, okay? And energetically, a lot of people are having to pay attunement or recompense, right? Or what's the word? Reposition, is that a word? Repositions. A lot of people are having to pay the piper right now, okay? And that energy is playing off on different platforms in different ways, right? So just reach out to people that you feel may need an extra word of encouragement, okay? That's going to be important. Let's see here. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I am going to jump off and take a break. I might be back on later. Go meditate. It's meditation time, and it is lunchtime. It is meditation time, and it is lunchtime. And today is Nisi Poo Day, so I got to go take my niece out. Reparations. There you go. Reparations. Yes. So it's real. And let me just say this, is not reparations or recompense or paying the piper time just in the physical realm. It's also happening in the spiritual realm. Okay. So peace, love, and light to the Carter family. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Definitely peace, love, and light to them. Okay. And I mean that with sincerity. You can't, yeah. We are all accountable for the energy that we put out. All accountable. I don't like to touch people due to their energy, I feel. Yeah. Gabrielle, sometimes I don't even have to touch them, Gabrielle. Sometimes even just standing next to them, you know. And that's another thing. Pay attention to the energy transfers within people. And I had to tell Kelly this because Kelly is a huge thrifter. She be finding the best stuff, y'all. And she got some stuff, and she finds high-end quality stuff. And she recently got some stuff, and I said to her, I says, well, make sure that you cleanse them before you wear them, you know? And she was like, and usually I don't tell her that. I don't ever tell her that. But this time I just felt led to tell her she needs to cleanse her stuff before she use them. And I wasn't talking about the clothing. I was talking about like jewelry pieces, beautiful stuff she got. But she needed to cleanse them before she put them on. All right, my lovelies, I will see you guys later, okay? Remember what I said, okay? You are your own guru. You are your own light. Everything that you need comes from within. Everyone else is just a confirmation of the light that you have within, okay? Yeah. After I had one time I went to a conference, it was a spiritual conference, and the teacher was talking about it's not good to lay hands on people or touch people because of energy transfer. And I had this one energy vampire that came and touched my third eye. I was so fucking mad because I could feel she zapped energy from me. She was kind of crazy for the whole weekend anyway. Yeah, like just very, you know how some people can see your light before you does. And after she sat right next to me and heard the man talk about not touching people and their energy, that chick literally took her hand and touched my fucking third eye. I was so fucking pissed, because I literally felt she zapped energy from me. I felt it, Anyway, all right, y'all. We're gonna pick up on that on another. Only said I would have punched her. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sin. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be back later. Okay. We got lots to talk about. I'm gonna go study some more stuff so we can come back and unpack it. Okay. We'll do relationship chronicles later on because I do want to talk about healthy fighting in your relationships and how do you fight, right? How do you fight in your relationships? Should you just say nasty shit just to hurt a motherfucker? Or should you be walking in peace, love, and light, right? All right, y'all. Think about that when I come back later, okay? Nasty shit to the motherfucker or peace, love, and light? What season are you in? The season I'm in is don't project your shit because you're going to get called out, okay? All right, I'm going to see y'all later. Bye, my lovelies.